Shalom, Israel. This is part 8 of The Bible is a True Book. Okay? In this lesson, I'm going to deal with the daughter of Zion, the black woman. Okay? The daughter of Zion, the black woman. Now, when I'm making this video, do not think for 1 second that I am against the black woman, that I hate the black woman, that I dislike the black woman, that I'm a freaking sexist. Don't think any of that, okay? All I'm just trying to do is prove that this Bible is a true book. This Bible has prophecies. Why would I hate the black woman if my mother's a black woman, if I came from a black woman? Come on, I'm not like those they do got some Israelite camps that do hate the black woman. That say that the black woman is going to hell, that she won't make it to the kingdom, that God hates her, that she's nothing. They got some people who say that. They got black men who say this crap. I'm not one of those. I'm just making this video just to prove this Bible's a true book. First, I'm going to turn to Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. This is a future prophecy. The Bible said a woman shall compass a man. Now the word shall means it's going to happen. Okay? It says a woman shall compass a man. Now has that prophecy been fulfilled? Yes. The woman has compassed a man. But in this scenario, not only the black woman, but mainly the black woman, okay? But you see this in all races. Or they got women who try to overdo the man. It started in the feminist movement in the 60s. First, the feminist movement was the 20s. That was white women. But when in the 60s, it was just black people trying to copy white people because they want to be equal, and it changed the black community in a very negative way. I mean, white people can handle it. A white man can handle a woman telling him what to do. A black man cannot. Black people do not operate like that. We do not operate like that. That's why our families are destroyed. Because the Lord created a new thing in the earth where a woman is over a man. Now, if you read Genesis chapter 3:16, the Bible says a man shall rule over a woman. Or you read 1 Corinthians 11:3, the Bible says the man is the head of a woman. Nowhere in the Bible will you see equality between a man and a woman. Nowhere in the Bible will you see a woman over a man. As you can see, the Lord is creating something that's out of order. Why would the Lord do that? Yeah, he works in mysterious ways. But he's just trying to show you we're in the last days. He's just trying to show you that this Bible is a true book. But concerning the daughter of Zion, I'm going to get... this is the book of Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. Yeah. This is going to talk about the daughter of Zion. Okay? Directly, the daughter of Zion. As for my people, children are their oppressors. Who is God's people? Who is God's people? The Israelites. Who is God talking to? The woman or the man? He's talking to the man. He's talking about, as for my people, children are their oppressors. Because the man got to know how to discipline the kids. The man has to learn how to discipline the kids. You can't just be having the kids running around crazy like they don't have no discipline or no home training. For example, if you read Proverbs 13, verse 24, it'll tell you, he that spareth the rod hateth his son. Because a man who does not discipline his child hates his son. His child is going to be crazy. That's why it says children are their oppressors. Okay? Now, let's keep reading. And women rule over them. He's talking about for his people, the Israelites. The daughter of Zion, which is the black woman, rules over the man. Now, is that true? Yes, it is. You bet it is. It's in our community a lot. That's why our families are so screwed up. Okay? Now let's skip to verse 16. Verse 16. Now this is how you know that this can prove that the Bible is a true book. Now when I read this, you will know that it's talking about the black woman. We are the Israelites. Black man, black woman. And I gotta tell you, we are destroyed. Not just the woman. man too. We are destroyed. As soon as they took that yoke of iron off our neck, they put it in our mind. Now we're destroyed. Just like Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 48. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he has destroyed thee. Because we don't have the yoke of iron on our neck. Now we're destroyed. Because the yoke of iron is on our mind. We cuckoo. We cuckoo now. We destroyed. Not just the black woman. The black man too. But this is about the black woman. The black woman, guess what? You destroyed. You are destroyed. Okay? I'm going to read the Bible and I'm going to prove that. Isaiah chapter 3 in verse 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, because the daughters of Zion are haughty. What does haughty mean? Haughty means arrogant, full of pride, and thinks that she is better than everyone else. Let's keep reading. And walk with stretched forth necks. What does stretch forth necks mean? She's all in somebody else's business. Picture somebody stretching their neck. Trying to look at everybody. That's what stretch forth neck mean. You just messy. You want to be in everybody's business, trying to see what everybody doing. That's stretched neck. That's stretched out necks. And wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a twinkling with their feet. Now, what does it mean when they say making a twinkling with their feet? Back then, they had the jewelry on their ankles, so when they walk, they would hear the tinkling of the jewelry. But it wasn't just that; it was because they wanted to draw attention to themselves. So they made the jewelry twinkle on purpose, just so people can see them. Now that's like freaking walking. Let's say you got some new shoes. You walk in public and say, "Everybody, look at my new shoes." That's what it means: walking and twinkling. Making a twinkling with their feet. Because back then, like I said, they had the jewelry on their feet. So they made noise with the jewelry on purpose. So they could draw attention to themselves. So basically what it said right there, making a twinkling with their feet, it means they're just trying to draw attention to themselves. Don't the black women like to do that? Yes, they do. Aren't like about, I would say 75% of them haughty, proud, walking with stretched forth necks. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to get on the black woman. Don't come to the comment board with no emotional comment talking about why do you hate black women. I do not hate black women. Okay? Like I said, my mom is a black woman. So don't come to the comment board with that because you think I hate black women. Don't even get me started with that crap. Anyway, so verse 17. Therefore the Lord shall smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughter of Zion. So the Bible says because they are arrogant, because a lot of them are full of pride, think that they're better than everybody else, because a lot of them are in everybody's business, loves to start mess, because a lot of them want to draw all attention to themselves, because a lot of them looking at men all kind of crazy ways. That's what wanton eyes means. She's trying to get men all attracted to them, using their eyes as a way to lure in men. So that's a lot of them do that stuff, and this is the result. The Bible says the Lord smited them with a scab the crown of the head. That's why 75% of black women, and this is a fact, buy weaves to put in their head. Why? Why is that? Either weaves or wigs. Why can't their hair grow all the way down to their feet like they did in the biblical days? Did you know in the biblical days, black women's hair used to grow all the way down to their feet? They still got some black women like that. Majority of them not though. Why? Because they're haughty, wanton eyes, walking with stretched forth necks, all in people business, drawing attention to themselves. That's why. Okay? That's why they got the weave in their head, because they had on it's like they had on grow. They had on grow as long as they wanted to. Exactly. It's not a coincidence. It's the work of the Lord. It's the work of the Lord. And I'm just bringing it out to prove that this Bible is a true book. And the Lord shall discover their secret parts. That's why the black woman is the highest in the itching in that area, and the yeast infections, and the STDs, and all the stuff right there. When he said discover, he means smite, just like he smited the crown of the head. That is not a coincidence. This is the work of the Lord. Okay? In that day, oh, don't forget about syphilis and the little scaby things. Oh, yeah, anyway. In the day of the Lord, wait, hold up. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their twinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls, because they had a lot of jewelry back then. I'm going to read all their jewelry. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their twinkling ornaments about their feet and their calls and their round tires like the moon, the chains and the bracelets and the mufflers and the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings and the rings and the nose jewels and the changeable suits of apparel and the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins, the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and thy veils. All that stuff black women used to own. All that jewelry, all that nice apparel black women used to own. Why they don't have it no more though? The Bible just say the Lord will take it away from them. Didn't it just say that? Why? Because wanton eyes, stretched forth necks, haughty, walking and mincing as they go, making a twinkling with their feet. That's why. Okay, let's keep reading. Yeah. And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink. And instead of a girdle, a rent. What's a girdle? A girdle is something that keeps the woman's body in a nice shape. Okay? But it said instead of a girdle, a rent. That means you're, instead of being a curvy woman, you'll be obese, basically, overweight. And you see, now you look at statistics. If you look at which race of women is the highest in obesity, you'll find out that it will say African American woman, because the daughter of Zion is cursed with this curse. Not all of them, not all the daughter of Zion, because you do see a lot of ones that's not like that. They got a lot of good ones, but the majority of them are cursed with this curse. Okay. And instead of well set hair, baldness. That's why a lot of them going bald. That's why they got to get fake hair from a horse or a possum or a raccoon glued to their head. And you know that those lies on the bag, it says 100% human hair. That's a lie. Sometimes it is, but guess what? You know, our hair, black people's hair, is only worth 5 cents. But you have the white woman's hair, if it's blonde, especially if it's blonde, it can be, in some countries, over $100. So what is that telling you? These other nations think our hair is jacked. Nothing. Okay? Now, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of a girdle, a rent, and instead of well set hair, baldness, and instead of a stomacher, a girding sackcloth, and instead of burning instead of beauty. People read that and they say burning means ugliness. Burning does not mean ugliness. The daughter of Zion is still the most beautiful woman on earth, but burning is Old English. It's an Old English term for anger. That's an important thing to know. It said she will be angry instead of beautiful, because you can't be angry all the time if you beautiful. You can't be beautiful if you're angry all the time. If a woman has an anger problem, she always angry, she cannot be beautiful too, because beauty is inside and out. Okay, so the Bible said it says burning instead of beauty. Burning does not mean ugliness; it means anger. Now look at the statistics again. What race of woman is mostly angry? Again, the daughter of Zion. Think that's a coincidence? You think that's a coincidence? No, it's not. The Bible is a true book. And with that, I say shalom.